New York in the 1800s was one of the fastest growing cities on Earth.
At the beginning of the century, fewer than 100,000 people lived here. By the late 1800s, more than 3 million people filled its streets, docks, and neighborhoods.
In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life.
Together, we'll explore the streets, waterfronts, markets, and landmarks that shaped 19th-century New York.
This view shows Lower Manhattan during the early decades of the 19th century. In the foreground, small sailing vessels crowd the waterfront. The air smells of salt water, tar, and wood smoke. But this prosperity came with risks. Fires were common. By the 1820s, New York was becoming the commercial capital of the United States. Much of this waterfront would later be rebuilt and expanded. Today, the financial district occupies much of this same ground.
This is Wall Street.
This view shows Wall Street during the middle years of the century.
The street is busy but far smaller than many people imagine. Bankers, brokers, and clerks move through the crowd carrying papers and ledgers.
You can almost hear the sound of horse hooves striking stone.
The tension here is financial rather than physical.
Economic panics, including the Panic of 1837, brought hardship to thousands.
Wall Street mattered because it became the center of American finance.
Capital raised here helped fund railroads, factories, and expansion across the continent. By the late 19th century, larger office buildings began replacing older structures. Today, Wall Street remains one of the world's most famous financial districts.
This view shows Castle Garden. Originally built as a defensive fortification, it later became a popular entertainment venue. The harbor behind it is alive with movement.
Steamships cross the water, while smaller vessels weave between them.
By the 1850s, Castle Garden had taken on a new role.
Before Ellis Island opened in 1892, millions of immigrants passed through this site. For many newcomers, this was their first glimpse of America.
The experience was not always easy.
Language barriers, poverty, and uncertainty awaited many arrivals.
Remarkably, this is a site you can still visit today.
Yet Castle Garden became one of the most important gateways in American history.
This is Broadway.
This view shows Broadway during the middle of the 19th century. The street stretches into the distance, lined with shops, hotels, theaters, and businesses.
Signs hang above sidewalks, crowded with pedestrians. The sounds are constant. Wagon wheels rumble over uneven streets.
Fresh cabbages, only 1 pence. Get your spuds here. The best apples in the market today.
Paper! Get your paper here! Read the latest headlines!
Broadway represented opportunity and entertainment.
It was where people came to shop, socialize, and experience the city's growing cultural life.
Yet congestion was becoming a serious problem. Traffic jams involving horses, carts, and omnibuses were common. By the 1870s and 1880s, Broadway had become one of the busiest streets in America. Many buildings have changed, but Broadway still cuts through Manhattan. This view shows the Erie Canal connection. This view shows the bustling trade linked to the Erie Canal after its opening in 1825. Goods arriving from the American interior flowed toward New York Harbor.
Grain, timber, and manufactured products moved through warehouses and markets. The scene is one of constant labor. Dock workers carry cargo. Teamsters guide wagons loaded with merchandise.
Business owners watch shipments arrive from distant towns. The canal transformed New York's economy.
It connected the Atlantic world to the Great Lakes and beyond.
Competition was fierce.
Accidents and financial speculation accompanied rapid growth. Yet the Erie Canal helped establish New York as the nation's dominant port. Its success reshaped the city. And influenced the future development of the United States.
This is 5 points.
This view shows 5 Points, one of the most famous neighborhoods in 19th-century New York.
The buildings appear crowded and warm.
Laundry hangs from windows.
Contemporary accounts describe intense overcrowding. Immigrants from many backgrounds lived side by side in difficult conditions.
Music drifts from taverns.
Conversations spill into the street.
Life unfolds in public view.
Crime and poverty gave 5 Points a notorious
outbreaks were frequent.
Sanitation was poor. Yet this neighborhood also became a place of cultural exchange.
Communities adapted, survived, and created new traditions.
By the late 19th century, urban reforms and redevelopment began transforming the area. Today, little of old Five Points remains visible.
Its history continues to shape New York's story.
This view shows Central Park under construction. This view shows Central Park during its creation after 1857.
Designed by Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux.
Olympic specials. The park represented a bold vision for a rapidly industrializing city. And
in the foreground, workers move earth and stone.
Newly planted trees stand where rocky terrain once dominated the landscape.
The project required enormous effort.
Thousands of laborers reshaped the land to create lakes, pathways, bridges, and open spaces. Some critics questioned the cost.
Others worried about land acquisition and displacement.
Yet the park offered something increasingly rare.
Space, nature, and relief from urban congestion.
Today, Central Park remains one of the most famous urban parks in the world. This is the Brooklyn Bridge. This view shows the Brooklyn Bridge nearing completion in the early 1880s. Its massive stone towers rise above the East River.
Suspended cables stretch across the water like giant threads.
Workers move high above the river, often under dangerous conditions. Construction began in 1870 under the direction of John A. Roebling. After his death, Washington Roebling and Emily Warren Roebling played crucial roles.
The dangers were real.
Accidents occurred. Many workers suffered from what is now known as decompression sickness.
When the bridge opened in 1883, it was celebrated as a triumph of engineering.
The structure physically connected Brooklyn and Manhattan, while symbolizing the city's confidence in the future.
Today, millions continue to cross this landmark every year.
This view shows the elevated railways. This view shows one of New York's elevated railways in the late 19th century.
Steel tracks run above busy streets.
Trains pass overhead while pedestrians and horse-drawn vehicles move below. The city had grown so quickly that new transportation solutions became essential.
The trains were noisy.
Residents often complained about smoke, vibration, and constant mechanical sounds. Yet they dramatically improved mobility.
Workers could travel farther and faster than before.
The elevated lines helped shape the expansion of neighborhoods throughout Manhattan.
Although many of these structures disappeared in the 20th century, they paved the way for the subway system that followed.
Is the harbor of immigrants.
This view shows New York Harbor near the end of the 19th century.
Steamships dominate the water.
Thousands of passengers crowd their decks as the city skyline appears in the distance. For many, this was the moment they had imagined for months or even years. The journey across the Atlantic could be difficult and dangerous.
Storms, illness, and uncertainty accompanied many travelers.
Yet New York represented possibility. By the 1890s, immigration was transforming the city. New languages, traditions, foods, and cultures reshaped neighborhoods across the region. The harbor became one of the defining symbols of the American experience. Today, visitors can still stand along these shores and imagine what those first arrivals must have felt.
Closing thoughts.
Looking back at 19th century New York, what stands out most is how familiar it often feels. The ships are different. The buildings are taller. The technology has changed. But the hopes, ambitions, struggles, and dreams remain surprisingly recognizable.
Through these historic paintings, engravings, and prints, and with the help of modern AI, we can move through scenes that once seemed frozen in time.
We can look around corners, shift perspectives, and experience these remarkable places in new ways. For a moment, the distance between past and present feels much smaller. Again, thank you so much.